What's up, everybody? Jay Leone here today with another review. Hope everybody is doing well on this fine Thursday. You have to excuse me, as the microphone probably is in a different position in every video because I can't find the right place to put it, and I'm trying not to put it in the screen as much. So I'm sorry if it's more in the way than it was last week. But in this position, at least it sounds better. So, you have to sacrifice a little bit of me. But not enough about that. Let's get to the video at hand. And today we're going to be looking at a very small, sleek device that is has very much impressed me the last couple of days. We're looking at the iJust 2 kit from eLeaf. I got a few out there. Anyways, I've been practicing my O's. I see everybody around me, people I see smoking or vaping or whatever, they're always blowing O's, and I want to be one of them, but I can't. I'm getting there though. Anyways, not about that. iJust 2 from eLeaf. This came to me from GearBest.com. They're a pretty big website, actually. They have a lot of stuff. I've heard of them in the past. They have a lot, and it's $30, and right now they're running. It's $30 right now. He's Wade, who I spoke to from GearBest.com. He said it's on sale right now, so it may go up. And I have a coupon code which I'll post in the bottom that he says is for this, but when it's not on sale, so you can't use the coupon with the sale price. So if you do wait and it goes up, you can use a coupon. At least that's what he's telling me. So yes, GearBest.com. It's on sale for $30, which, in my opinion, I'll tell you right now, it's really not a bad price at all. This was sent to me from Wade at GearBest, and just letting you know, I did not purchase this one, but it will not change the review whatsoever. And what I think about the device, just want to lay it out there. What else? So $30, GearBest.com. What is it? It's you can get the tank or the battery separately if you choose. It's a 2600 milliamp hour battery, and basically the battery works like a mech battery, but it's not a mech because there is circuitry in here. There's a PCB board on the top of the board, basically sitting on top of the battery, which is going to give you some protection. But it basically starts off 4.2 volts, and as it gets used, it's going to wear down, and 3.9, 3.8, 3.7 until it's dead, and then you have to charge it. So it kind of works like a mech. I mean, in a way that it's gonna decrease power on you as the battery starts to decrease itself. It comes with a tank, which we're gonna look at all this up close really quick. A tank, a sub-ohm tank basically, with really nice airflow and this wonky airflow adjustment piece here, which we'll take a look at. I'm just have it on here for demonstration purposes right now. Yeah, it's basically a little sub-ohm kit. This is a great little kit for beginners in my eyes. It uses its own coils, but you can also use the Atlantis coils inside this guy too. So if you do have those laying around like me, you can pop those in, and those work great too. Quick specs before I ramble. I've already rambled way too much. Let's give you some quick specs. 2600 milliamp hour battery, like I said. It's got onboard charger right here, which we'll show you up close. The 5.5 milliliter capacity for e-liquid in the tank, so it holds a good amount of juice. The coils are Japanese organic cotton. It's made of stainless steel, and the head that comes with it is a 0.3 ohm. I measured it on my SX Mini, and it came out to 0.29, so pretty darn close to 0.3. The battery itself in length is 7.5 millimeters, diameter is 22 millimeters, and it says you can rock this coil from 30 to 80 watts. 510 threaded tank, and the 510 connection on the battery is spring loaded. The tank does have adjustable airflow, but you have to use this wonky rubber ring around it. And that's about the specs for you. Yeah. Oh, and it does have protection. It has short circuit protection, low voltage protection, and overcharge protection. So again, it's not a mech because it's got a little PCB board in there to let you know when it's dead, and basically not let you fire things too low. I think you can fire down to a 0.3 ohm. It's about 3 hours to charge. So those are the quick specs on it, but let's go down close, let's look at it, and then we'll come back up and we'll talk a little more about this
here
device.
We are up close and personal with the iJust 2 from eLeaf. Here's the packaging. It comes in just a nice cardboard box. It says it's the kit. On the back it's got some info, all the stuff it comes with. It's a 0.3 ohm head that's in there. All the contents, you got a authenticity scratch and check code there. If we open the box, inside you'll find your tank, your mod, you pull that up, and then you're going to find the airflow control ring, which we'll look at here in a minute. Instruction manual on how to use it, which is pretty self-explanatory. And you're going to get a little micro USB charging cable there if you don't already have 100 like me. And that's pretty much what's inside the packaging here. Let me pull out the device, and obviously yours will not come filled with e-liquid. And the battery, and let's set those little fuckers aside. And here's the battery. You know, it's made of stainless steel. I don't know what kind of stainless, but it is a stainless steel battery. It says iJust 2 here, and then the other side it says eLeaf. These etched engravings have a very chalkboard-esque feel to them. So yeah, just bear that in mind. You have the charge port here with some numbering above it. I don't know if that's a serial number or what. And you have a light. So when you plug in the USB charge cable, you have a red light here letting you know it's charging. When the light goes off, that means it's fully charged. So it's fairly easy to charge. And up top, you even have a spring-loaded 510 connection. It's a stiff spring in there, feels like, but it is spring-loaded nonetheless. You got cutouts here for airflow if you do use a tank that gets its airflow from the 510. And, yeah, that's the battery. Here on the bottom it says eLeaf iJust 2 Premium Quality. And you got, looks like a little airflow hole there for venting. Very small one, but it's there. And then you got your button, which is very, very rattly, as you can tell. It is very clicky. And it is a 5-click on-off on this battery, so right now it's on. You can see the light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turns it off. You can see now there's no light. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it goes. It's on. And yeah, that's the battery. So if we move over to the tank now, let's see the tank here. It says iJust 2 on it. It's got like this heat sink here, these fins here, which are supposed to keep the basically the tank from heating up the battery, so heat won't dissipate from the tank to the battery, so your battery won't get warm. So it helps keep that cool. And you have airflow holes here all around the bottom of the device. There's 4 holes. I don't know what size they are, but there are 4 holes there. And here's a Pyrex glass tank here, or some type of glass, not sure, but it says eLeaf on that side. And you got a Hooven a Hooven drip tip up here. Really nice wide bore drip tip. It tapers down at the bottom here. You can see the bottom, but it's still pretty wide bore for doing lung inhales and whatnot. And you can do any 510 drip tip in here. It is 510 connection, and the pin jets out just a little bit, but it is fixed. It's not adjustable. And as far as filling the tank, all you do is just unscrew the bottom. And then here's the coil here. I just took it out. It looks very similar to a Atlantis coil, to be honest with you. There's an Atlantis coil on this side by side. They both have that knurling and threads on top, threads on bottom. The only thing that's different is down here at the bottom. See how they do their airflow? So just basically a big hole going all the way through, or a big square, I should say, going all the way through. Now the Atlantis coils you have, and I think these are the version 2 coils. Yeah, they are, with Japanese cotton. This one's, I pulled it apart. I'm trying to rebuild it. Yeah, so they look pretty similar. The holes here on the side are about the same too. And the Atlantis V2 coils, or V1 coils, do work in this iJust 2 tank. So if you do want to use those coils, you sure can. They're definitely compatible. But off of this coil, to be honest with you, it's made of organic cotton. It's a vertical coil in here with organic cotton, and it vapes pretty nice actually. The flavor's pretty good on these. I haven't had any issues with it. And then to fill the tank like any other sub-ohm tank, just going to take your e-liquid, and you'll see a slit here and a slit here. You want to shoot your e-liquid down there. You don't want to put it down here, obviously. And that's it. I'm going to put some more juice in here so we can vape on this when we go up top. And I'm using some Deadly Sin 3 milligram. This is their Max VG version of it. And we'll call that good. And we'll screw everything right back together here. And the last thing I need to show you before we go up top is going to be the adjustable airflow, or lack thereof, I guess. What does have adjustable airflow, they just did it in a really, really weird way. It's this little ring. I thought it was a vape band at first that goes around your device so you don't break the glass tank here. But actually what it does is it pops around the base. So it pops around the base just like so, and basically you just turn this little band and you could obstruct the hole. I don't know if you're picking that up on there, but you could see the hole. I'm going to basically open it and close it, and the band rotates all the way around. Yes, that's how you adjust the airflow on this. Weird way to do it, but nonetheless, if you do want adjustable airflow, you got to put this ugly ring on here. And the color of the ring that came with it is just weird. I mean, it's like a lime green. I haven't really been using the adjustable airflow on it, but I'll leave it on just for the purposes of this review. And that is the eLeaf iJust 2 up close and personal. Let's go up top and let's talk about some pros, some cons, and some other things about this guy here.
So those were the up close shots of the device and the kit and everything you're going to get with it. So it's a pretty good kit there. I mean, you get a tank. It would be nice if they threw in an extra coil or two. There was my phone. But anyways, yeah, you could use this in a variety of ways too. I got a Subtank Mini on here right now, which I don't know, looked kind of cool with the black and the stainless and the red, and it vapes just fine. A little weak, but that's because it's a 0.5 ohm coil in this Subtank here. But you could slap anything on. I actually got a dripper. I got my Aeolus over here, and I love this little guy. Everything seems to fire fine, but let me get some juice on it. And here's the Aeolus, and this one's 0.3, around 0.3. I love the flavor of this Aeolus. It's still one of my favorite rebuildable drippers. That's working great too. So yeah, I mean, the battery itself is fantastic. I have no complaints. I mean, it rattles. The button rattles. But besides for that, I really have no complaints with it. As far as the tank goes, the stupid airflow adjustment thingy here, this little band, it's stupid. It really is. It's a dumb way to do it. They could have just put a ring around there. I'm better off. Wide open, it's really not that loose. I mean, it's obviously it's airy enough to do lung inhales, but it could be. I've felt airier actually. It's a little more airy. It's a little more airy than the Subtank Mini, but not by a lot. It's definitely not airy as airy as the Silo Beast. And I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first filled it up, put the tank on here and everything, charged the battery all the way, obviously, and took a vape off it, it choked me up. I was very surprised at what I got out of it. I did not expect it to be as intense as it is, but I guess 4.2 volts on a 0.3 ohm. Obviously, it's not 4.2 because the voltage drop. It's probably less, but I was very surprised at the performance of this device. I mean, this is great. I'm going to put it in my pocket when I go out. It's pretty darn small. Here's a 60 milliliter bottle of e-liquid. It's not much taller. It's actually shorter than my SX Mini M-Class, which I would show you, but it's in the other room. Here's an 18650 battery just for comparison. So the battery itself is a little bit taller than 18650, but that's because there's a PCB board in there. It's a pretty good sized device. You know, it's about the size of the palm of my hand, actually a little smaller than my hand. And I have small hands, by the way. And if I had no dry hits with the tank or anything, you could use your Atlantis coils in there. The flavor is pretty good. It's as good as an Atlantis as far as flavor goes. It's pretty much the exact same, to be honest with you. It works well. For $30, yeah. I'm going to give myself a second one, so I have, you know, a couple when I go out or whatever. They're great. I recommend this if you want to get into sub-omen. This is probably the easiest, most affordable way to do it. $30 plus a bottle of juice, you know, 3 milligram juice, you're good to go. Sub-ohm all you want. It's a good, safe way to do it because you got the protection in there. And negatives, I can't really give you any negatives. Like I said, the rattly button. Otherwise, it's a fantastic little device. It's great. It's like I said, it takes 3 hours to charge. The battery's not going to last you super long. I mean, it's the same power as a, you know, a fucking 18650 battery here. It's a 2600 milliamp hour. But, you know, you're going to notice a drop off in the performance as you use it. Just like a mech mod, if you're used to that, you're going to notice drop off in the voltage. But it is what it is. I mean, it's small. It's $30. It's $30. It's $30. You're getting a tank. You're getting a battery. You're getting a charger. You're getting this stupid adjustable airflow ring thingy here. Can't go wrong. I'm going to stop talking. I just wanted to show you guys this little thing. Thank you, Wade, at GearBeast.com for GearBeast. I keep saying GearBeast. It's GearBest. GearBest.com for sending this my way. I appreciate it very much. And I hope this review was helpful to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'll put the subscription link down here in the corner. And until next time, live well and vape on.